Hey guys, Dominic Gamer back here for that video. Guys, today we'll be predicting some Team of the Week players for tomorrow. Starting off right away, you guys can always see on the screen who I am writing down. And of course, that is Mr. Derrick Henry, who had an absolutely phenomenal game this week. But sadly, he already has an 88 overall card in the game. The only reason I'm showing this is because I normally get to comment about it. So say, how could you not say Derrick Henry? So what most likely they might do this with Derrick Henry. I'm not sure. They might just give him a +1 overall increase to his power up. So he get an 89 overall card, obviously. With that being said, though, they might also not give him a card at all because he already has a high overall card. Thing that does suck is if a player already has a high overall card, even if they have a fantastic week, EA really can't give him a card unless they give him +1 to the power up. But somebody they can give a +1 plus a lot to is Mr. Cooper Kupp, as he had a phenomenal 163 yards, 2 touchdowns type of game. This man is an absolute monster. Definitely deserves to get a card on this list, as today he just absolutely went off with a lot of other players that actually went off, but I will say he's another guy went off. The next guy I want to talk about is Tom Brady. Obviously, Tom Brady has an 87 overall basically. He probably won't get a card unless it's a +1 to his power up. Kyler Murray had another fantastic game. Again, we will see if he gets a +1. If he does get a +1, then that could happen. But he did get a card last week, which was an 87 overall card. So the next guy on this list here is going to be Courtland Sutton. He actually had a phenomenal game this week, and currently his best card in the game is a 79 overall card. So most likely we'll see a brand new Courtland Sutton with this, a new edition of Team of the Week tomorrow. So this should be very, very exciting to see what his card looks like. He should actually have a pretty dang good card. The next guy we have here is actually a guy who had a pretty decent day, and it did come from a really big 70-yard touchdown pass, but that's actually Rondale Moore. And this man right here, guys, if you are not following my Fantasy Truck Stop channel, make sure you go ahead and follow it, because I actually talked about how you needed to start this guy in this upcoming matchup. I was very vocal about how Rondale Moore, you need to start him, make sure you start him in this matchup, and I was right. Okay, I was right on Rondale Moore. Make sure you start Rondale Moore. He's an absolute monster. Next guy I'm going to talk about, guys, that's going to be a running back here, and it's going to go ahead and be Tony Pollard, another guy with a really, really good week. And he actually does have a low overall card in the game right now. So, again, another player who had a really big week and currently has a 76 overall card in the game. So he should be receiving a brand new card with this Team of the Week promo. And with him already having 85 speed, that means he's going to have like 92 speed with his upgrade. And that card's going to be absolutely broken. I always talk about how Henry Ruggs does it once a year. So let's just talk about how he's did it once a year. Henry Ruggs against the Steelers had a big 60-yard touchdown pass that really helped him out a lot. But he, of course, has a 77 overall game right now. He already has 88 speed. He's going to have like 90-plus speed with his Team of the Week upgrade. So this man's going to be an absolute monster with his next upgrade he does go ahead and get. And let's just cover some quarterbacks here. There's a lot of quarterbacks on this list who should get new cards. And number 1 on this list is going to be Kirk Cousins. You like that? Kinda not really, because Did he win the game? He still lost the game against Arizona. They missed the game-winning field goal. Now, that's another thing about this is that in the past, it has been only teams that won would go ahead and get Team of the Week cards. It seems like EA is all over the place sometimes when it comes to this kind of concept, because sometimes they do players only teams that win, sometimes they do any team possible. It's so weird how they do that, but if they don't do Mr. Kirk Cousins, it might be because they did go ahead and lose in their contest. But someone who didn't lose is, of course, Mr. Mike Evans, as he did have a phenomenal week this week. I'm not going to be looking at defenses, so guys, make sure you comment down below. Mike Evans currently has an 83 overall card in the game. Make sure you comment down below, guys, which defensive player should get the defensive MVP for this week. Who played the best, in your opinion, on defense? I will say there was a lot of offensive players we'll look at in this video, but there's a lot of defensive players who also played very, very well. And another player with Courtland Sutton is actually Teddy Bridgewater, who actually played a really, really good game against the Jacksonville Jaguars. So, like I said, a lot of good teams, a lot of good games this week, as this was quite an interesting week. Next one we want to look at here, I'm going to go and go down the list here, is Sam Darnold. He's another guy who actually had a really good game over there in Carolina, and currently his best card in the game right now, I believe, is like an 80 something. Is it? No, it's not a base elite. There's no way he has a base elite in the game right now. I think he has like a 73 overall gold. 74 overall gold. There we go. So Sam Darnold, another card who should be receiving an upgrade with this promo. Obviously, we don't have too many upgrades that we actually get every single year with this promo. So I will say that it's going to be interesting to see how many of these players actually get upgrades or not. But guys, tell me down below your thoughts and opinions, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.